now has confiscated the father's vehicle. The parents of Emmanuel Haro say the boy was abducted 4 days ago after his mother was attacked in a school parking lot. But investigators say there are now growing numbers.
Hey, Laps, how are you? Number one.
In their story, Jennifer McGraw is live in San Bernardino with
Appreciate you being
more
here.
details. Jennifer, what is emerging in this case?
Hey guys, a little late night, a little later, live here. We're going to cover a different story, guys. I was going to cover another topic, but I think this is very important. Hello, Janine Whiskey Tango. Appreciate you guys being here. This who's been updated on this baby Emmanuel Harrow, 21 pound. This is even difficult to talk about, but it happened in California. Hello, Crystal. So sad. And again, I had plans on another topic, but it's gonna have to wait. If anybody can do a live, I think anybody who has a YouTube channel who covers this kind of stuff should cover this. Here we go again with a missing 7-month-old baby, weighing 21 pounds. Very sad, missing kid. Now, what did I just say? Missing kid. No, I'm reading what they said. Missing kid. Who in their right mind, God forbid, you are missing a 7-month, a 7-year child, 1-year-old child, would put missing kid? No one puts missing kid. You would say missing and the name, Joe, Sal, whatever. I've never, ever in my 59 years seen missing kid. So right there, think about it. We're going to continue with this a little bit. The parents both have flex and are looking for them both. Here's what I'm here. A lot of these stuff is not adding up. There's a couple things. The people at the football game, supposedly she went to get a mouthpiece or something at the Big Five in California. This changing with diapers. So I'm gonna bring everybody up to the story. If you haven't heard, it's almost a week. Hello, everybody. I'm Sal Capano. Welcome in as we are covering lots of different topics these days. Appreciate you guys being here. This has to be talked about. Hopefully, we get quite a bit of people coming in here today. This is very sad. Hard to talk about. Prime suspects. The house is empty. But I'm bringing everybody up to date. So this happened last Thursday. Apparently, she was in a Big Five, and according to the police department, there's no cameras and also no eyewitnesses. Nobody seen. Somebody approached her and said, "Hola, hola," hola, and this is what allegedly she happened. And the hola nobody heard but her. She was punched, black and blue mark, punched, and got knocked out and came to unconscious. And oh my God, what happened? Where's my baby? Where's my baby? My baby's missing, and gets on the phone and calls 911. And then from there, reports to her husband, and then later on, here's where we're at now, almost 1 week now. What I'm hearing is the red Nissan that was parked in this house. That's right there. That's the background. Let me just show you the whole background here. No trespassing. No trespassing. That car is not there. And what my sources, what I've heard is that car is now at the grandmom's house of the grandmom's house of this, I think her name's Rebecca. Rebecca, that's the mom. This is the mom right here. I'll get a photo, show you the mom right here. Let's see if we can get the mom up here. Where's the mom? Where's the mom? There's the mom, the father. It's hard to see the mom in this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's the baby. Yeah, I can't quite get the mom, but it happened here. But the story is not adding up to me. The story is not adding up. Because a couple things. This area in California, what I'm hearing is just it's a kind of a dangerous area, not the best area in California, but no cameras at the Big Five. She walks out with a baby Emmanuel Harrow, 21 pound, and but the prime suspects right now, things have twisted because now they confiscated the father's car. So they confiscated the car. Mother, the Nissan, her car is not at the house. what I just showed you right there a little while ago. So that's missed. So that car is gone right here. I should have did this live. I want to apologize. I should have done this live. I know I do a lot of verticals, but I probably should have done this live in the other way. I could have brought up some more photos, but just to bring everybody up to date, this is a very sad situation. I'm going to put on here guilty. Let's do a poll here. Are the parents guilty? Are the parents guilty? Here's the deal. The father has a lawyer. He has an attorney. Mother, not yet. Father does. The father has, here's the father right here. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hold on. I got some coverage here. Hold on. Let me get away from this. Hold on, guys. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Hold on 1 quick second. I got the father. I wanted to show you the father. For those who haven't.
The little boy had not been located.
All right, we're going to go back. All right, here's the mother. That's the mother. This is the black eye.
On the chair. And I had his diapers right here. And then someone said, hola. And I couldn't even turn, and I was just, I don't remember nothing. I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child.
So there's the lady.
Someone took.
So there's the black and blue there. All right, so that's the lady there. By the way, if you're just coming in, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. The investigators are seeking to speak with the family of the missing lady. This happened last Thursday in California. A very sad situation. I wanted to do this live. If anybody knows the whereabouts of this little baby, Emmanuel, that you're going to see in a little bit, please contact the local police department in Sacramento. Here he goes.
Police officer got on the phone. And
That's the father.
Going on. And that's when I got hysterical. I started panicking.
And what law enforcement is now saying. When interviewing the child's parents, the mother, Rebecca Haro, was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview.
When a child is missing and it's
Child's parents, the mother, Rebecca Haro, was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement.
All right, so here is the missing. Guys, I just want to bring everybody up to date a little bit. This is a story that developed last Thursday in California. Sacramento police is looking for this poor little baby, 7 months, 20-some pounds, 21 pounds to be exact. Emmanuel Haro, which the lady was approached at Big 5 in an area that's not a real, let's put it this way, not a real nice area of California. And she was attacked with the black and blue. She states that the person approached her and said, hola, hola. And the next thing, she didn't know anything. The baby was missing and woken up after being unconscious, and then turned around and called 911. My baby's missing, start to cry. So this is the number here. Now, the father, Jake, says he has a lawyer. He said, I need a lawyer. Now, here's something I just want to throw at you guys. This is just my take real quick. They have a missing kid. Do you guys see that? Missing kid. Has anybody ever seen that before? Not missing kid. Shouldn't it be missing Emmanuel? I don't know, missing kid. That, to me, maybe I'm just off on this. But I've never seen the missing kid. It should be missing, in this case, Emmanuel Haro. That's what it should say, but I'm not saying they're guilty because of that. Just a little odd. They're living in, hold on, let's continue here.
And declined to
So this is
continue
Big
with the
5.
interview.
when a child is missing and he's nowhere to be found, it's just alarming. It's a cause for concern. The community needs to rise up. We need to search and we need to find baby Emmanuel.
The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department confirms their detectives visited the family home last night, saying as of Sunday, the little boy had not been located.
He was nice. He was cool, just a cool, nice guy.
Christina Topper says she worked with the child's father, Jake Harrow, in 2016.
That's the father right there,
She says
guys.
she was surprised
That's
to
the
learn
father.
when NBC4 Investigates turned up that Harrow has a 2021 felony conviction for cruelty to a child.
All right.
And a 2024
Right
conviction
there.
for being a felon in possession of a handgun.
This man here had charges. Abusing children. Another failed system. Let this piece of crap on the street. Now, he is allegedly not been charged at this time, but that's this creep. To me, in my opinion, on this early preliminary here, there's a lot of suspicious going on. Okay, it's not adding up. And for me, why didn't anybody see this woman? Well, I'll tell you why. Because she never got hit. She never got hit, ladies and gentlemen. She never got hit in the face, okay? This woman, somehow or another, is making up the story. The question is, why? Why? Why are they doing it? Now, I want to mention everybody, it's a beautiful baby. According to the sister, has a quote-unquote a lazy eye. By the way, a lazy eye makes that baby even more beautiful, right? A lazy eye. Now, I'm just throwing this out there for you guys to get your take and like to hear your response. Now, again, if you're just coming in, this is a story that developed last week. I think it should be talked about. You know, we cover some of these stories. I like to cover some of these stories with missing and missing kids here or adults, and this is a very sad story. Hopefully they can find this beautiful baby alive. Guilty or innocent? Again, the red Nissan is missing from the house. So it fled to the grandmother's house. Now I'm sure that Nissan is gone by now. I'm sure that Nissan is not the grandmother's house. So they have left. They're gone. They've left their house. They have left, and the father, Jake, has an attorney. So I'm just bringing everybody up to date. So he has an attorney. The mom does not. Let's listen a little bit more.
This has been messing with me since I found out. Like, that poor baby.
The Harrows have other children, including a toddler. Riverside County Child Protective Services have removed the 2-year-old from care.
So that's the house.
And Riverside...
Oh, like, that poor baby.
The Harrows have other children, including a toddler.
Look at that black and blue. This is the house. So this house here is where they lived with that beautiful baby. But the car is gone. Now, there was a car parked there yesterday. It was a red Nissan. Now it's gone. So hopefully I bring everybody up to date on this story. It's a very sad situation here, and it touches me here. The red Nissan that was spotted at the grandmother's house is now, I just confirm, is gone. Now again, I'm bringing everybody up to date. This story happened. Miss Rainey, how are you? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate ABC. This story happened last Thursday, almost a week of this tragedy of this beautiful baby with a lazy eye made this poor baby even more beautiful. Prime suspects right now is pointing at the mother and father. Does not add up to me. What do you guys think? Does not add up to me. And this is the location of the house. Crystal, her black eye was there a few days. Yeah, I'm hearing that as well, that the black eye was also there, Miss Franny. Thank you for that update. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hearing the same thing, that the black eye was there prior to that. So I'm just a very sad story, guys, on this. And I like I said, we were going to talk about I had something planned. I was going to talk about some other stuff, but I just wanted to come on here. I think this is very important right now when you hear these stories. One beautiful baby here. I mean, look at that. Beautiful baby there. Taken right out of Big 5 in California in a blink of an eye. What do you guys think? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible that somebody... I tell you guys, do you think anything's possible that somebody struck her, popped her in the eye, knocked her over for a minute or two? Is is it possible? Now, there's a lot of people there. So, a lot of people out there in that Big Five. I find it odd because I went to the Big Five here in Las Vegas, where I live, right down the street, and there's cameras. So, it's almost like she picked, for me, my opinion, allegedly, she picked the perfect location, perfect spot. You know, I know she said she was going in there to get some kind of a mouthpiece for her son who was playing football. This doesn't add up. Very, very suspicious. The words, if you haven't watched the words that comes out of the father and his mother's mouth, very strange. It's like almost like it's almost like they didn't even rehearse the situation. Very, very sloppy. Hey guys, I'm Sal. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We're talking about the baby of Emmanuel Harrow, 21-pound, taken from her mom at the Big Five on last Thursday evening hours. There's a lot of talk on social media and on here as well. Thank you everybody for being here. That the black eye or the black and blue underneath her eye was there prior to that, and that this story could be one of those horrific stories, horrible story, some kind of a child abuse or relocating the child, but for what reason? Look, at this point, let's just pray, hope that this baby they can find right away, and charge who's ever responsible for these horrific acts. Very sad. Imagine that. Imagine doing something like that. Very, very sad. And San Bernardino. So San Bernardino right now has the vehicle. They impound the vehicle of the father. And you know what gets me? If it is true that this man, this piece of shit, let's just call him piece of shit, has misdemeanor charges, gross misdemeanor charges, felony charges of child induction, and what is he doing now? This is a problem that we're having. These people should not get out until they get the proper help, and they should be serving a long time. And some of them should never get out. All right, I'll read some comments here. I'm gonna get some water. They found the surveillance videos, which is a reason why $5,000 reward was removed from the donation center. Thank you, Crystal, for that updated information. Thank you. Good times. How you doing? Terry, how are you? The truth will come out. Someone will flip on the other one from Terry. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's what's going to happen. I really do, Terry. Thank you for that comment. A tragedy. I just thought that this should be talked about. Hey, Chicken Nugget, hope you're doing well. Now, if you're just coming in here, thank you so much. We're updating this horrific story. Again, we've heard of these stories happening before where allegedly the mom and dad were both involved. In this, we just don't know yet. Still early, but it's just not adding up. I mean, this is clearly, I bet you if I had to say what percentage of you guys would say guilty? In fact, let's see, we have 27 votes. Yeah, 93%. I would have said 99%. And I think the 7% who say no are probably, there's always something possible, right? It's just not added up. I mean, the whole thing, Ola, and there should have been like one eyewitness, 1-2 people, with our cell phone and all that stuff. The reason why, there was nothing going on. People were shopping. People were going into the Big Five store. People were doing about it. If they would have heard something, an hola, or heard some kind of emotion, something like that, then obvious with our cell phones, they would have been on Facebook, YouTube, and videoed it and showed it. Nothing, so that tells me right there. You got to tell me all the traffic in the late evening hours of a Thursday in California, a rough area, high-end area. You're not talking the mountains here in Mount Charleston outside of Las Vegas. You're talking a very populated time, not too late in evening hours, that nobody's seen this. So right now, it's a lot. It's very, very suspicious that the mom, certainly the mother and the father, have something to do with it. The question is why, and hopefully, the San Bernardino Police Department or somebody's watching this YouTube live or some other live. There's lots of lives out there. I hope this story doesn't go away. I hope other YouTube channels, if you have a YouTube channel and you cover the crime and that kind of stuff, anybody, put it out there, talk about it, expose it, share the video. There's some great ones out there covering this story. Of course, true crime on TV. This needs to be talked about on CNN, Fox, all the news outlets. This is big story. You know, get it out there because there could be a person who sees the mother with the child. You know, I'm going to be optimistic on this channel that the baby's still alive. I know people are thinking the worst, and I'm not judging, but I like to think that it's a possibility that this baby is still on this planet Earth, and possible maybe with a distant relative or something like that. Happy birthday, Chicken Nugget. Thank you for coming in. Maribel's was yesterday. Chicken Nuggets. Lots of Leos out there. Lots of Leos. Happy birthday. Appreciate everybody being here on this Tuesday as we're covering what happened.
Did you put your wrinkled shirt?
That shirt's wrinkled.
Guys, yours too.
Yeah.
I want to show something very special.
What is that?
She
Hold on. Maribel wants to show you
don't
something
show
here.
me.
Off topic here.
This girl,
Here.
girlfriend, my
tell 'em the story.
grandson Josh, she
Here, tell the story.
dropped the pictures of my 4 parrots and she gave me my happy birthday.
Oh, that's
Look at how beautiful.
So this was Maribel. This card was from my son Josh's girlfriend,
She dropped
Holly?
the birds, my birds.
and Maribel has 4 parrots of those particular. Look at that, guys.
The 2
Oh,
canaries.
Fabian should see this. Fabian's an artist. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, that's nice.
it's beautiful. I think it's a special. Joshua
very nice.
and Holly. I love it.
So-
I think I want to put this one in the special place. I don't want to get ruined.
Whoops. I don't want the big 5 here.
It's a very beautiful card.
That's a very, very, very beautiful card. So happy birthday,
Thank you.
Chicken Nugget and my wife yesterday. Anybody else celebrating birthday or anniversary, welcome into the channel. Thank you so much. Yes, we...
Placemat for you,
Oh,
for the table.
Oh, that's nice. yes. What's going on, Chicken Nugget? So welcome in, guys. We're covering this. It's just a sad story. Whiskey Tango says a pretty card.
What story?
Chicken Nugget says happy birthday. It's Chicken Nugget's birthday tonight.
Oh, happy birthday. She did not have birthday today?
Chicken Nugget's birthday's today.
Today's the 20th.
Yeah.
No,
Heidi
no,
Ann,
no.
thumbs up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. I know we're used to covering, a lot of politics on here, guys, and we cover a little bit of true crime and missing people. We've covered some mass shootings, and today I was going to talk about some other story. I know I promised everybody we're going to get into the Epstein files, but not tonight. I thought this was more important than that right now. Not that that's not important, and I just thought it was a good time to bring it up. Again, if anybody covers any of these true crimes or missing and abductions of any kind of anybody, certainly this one here, put it out there for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and anybody coming across and seeing this beautiful baby, Maribel, so sad, missing, Big 5 on Thursday evening. I think it was the evening hours of 6 or 7 o'clock, don't quote me. She went there to pick up some kind of a mouth guard, a piece for her child who was playing football. That was 30 miles away, I think. So very sad story. Palon, how are you? I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much, guys. I know I'm a little later than normal. I've been very, very, very busy with work, which is a good thing. Gotta work, gotta make a few bucks. Also continue fighting for the homeless. Trying to get them, the people that, that had to be, what Trump implemented to get them away and out of there, Maribel. They relocate them in other areas, and running out of room. It's just so
You need
sad
light, baby?
to, put a little light to see these people on the street. So I've been very, very busy with that. Be free to interact with each other, guys. But once again, let me see if I can get that baby's face. We don't want to see my face. Get rid of my face. Let me see here if I can. Oh, that's a baby. Look at that. Look at that. Let me get out of the way. I don't even want to be in the way. That baby there has a lazy eye. Just a terrible situation, guys. Very, very bad. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Hopefully, I like to be optimistic and pray that this baby's still alive. Hopefully, they somehow, maybe, like I said, allegedly the father, maybe it's with the father or a distant relative, and hopefully you can find this baby alive. It's just not adding up for me. For people to do this kind of stuff, it's just sickening to your stomach to hear about abductions like that. Certainly on 7 months, 20-some pound, beautiful baby to be taken right from the mother arms, or was it taken from the mother arms? Did the mother know about this? Was this all planned? What do you think? What do you guys think? Now I looked at the poll here, and 87% says yes, guilty. 13% say no. It's just a tragedy. I know some of the family members of this family. Sal, I've already made you a birthday present. Oh, don't rush it. I still gotta take in your birthday. Anybody celebrate that birthday the day of, the day before, the day after. Thank you so much, Chicken Nugget. We got a while to go on that. I appreciate you guys being here. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We cover anything what's going on with Trump and political and big storms, and we have now taken a direction which I thought was very, very important to cover this beautiful 7-month Maribel Manuel. Mini-Me, good to see you. Good to see you on here. Not a real big and massive crowd that we get covering some of these stories, but this story is way more important than that. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for being here.
Baby in the Big
I'm
Five.
covering that baby yet from Big
I
Five.
think she killed that baby. She looked so calm.
Oh, the 23rd is your birthday. Okay. August 23rd, 2025. That's 4 days. Then I'm officially another day older. Yeah.
Something like
If you're just coming in, we are covering this beautiful baby, 7 months, taken,
going to it.
possible from the mother's hand. Chris, thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. Do you ever live debate? Live debate, meaning having somebody come on? Thank you for that super chat. Live debate? No, I don't have anybody call in. I don't do any of those telephone things like that. But we are live if you're coming in. Thank you for that donation. We are live every day, almost every day, covering, mostly the stuff that we cover on here is, a lot of it is politics and what's happening in the world with Trump and the war, but we've covered mass shootings, we've covered dangerous weather, and right now we're targeting on this. We welcome anybody on here, liberal, Republican, white, black, doesn't matter. Yeah, Chris, I hear you. Whatever you, one thing on here, we have the greatest mods. We normally have, 5, 6, 12, 1,400 people in here, Maribel. But tonight I thought it's not all about the views. Although I wish we get like 1,000 views like we normally do on some of the weather and Trump and this and that. But tonight I thought it was important to cover this and expose it. There's some great YouTubers out there that cover just true crime. I thought if I can make a little bit of a difference, who knows? Maybe somebody will come on and come on here and didn't know about this, and all of a sudden say, "Oh yeah, wait a minute, I know where the mother is. I've just seen her. I know where the father is." So if anybody has a YouTube and you're serious about it and you have a voice, particularly on any kind of missing children channels or that kind of stuff, go on there, and get it out there. Very, very, very sad. And that parking lot right here, Big 5, is where it happened. And that's the house, and according to the police department, that the cars are gone. So there was a Tesla there, Maribel. There was a Tesla also there. What was the Tesla? That was the lawyer. Who has the lawyer? The father. Jake. I think the father's name's Jake. He has a lawyer. Mother, Rebecca, no lawyer. That doesn't make either one of them guilty, guys. I'm not saying this on this channel. But sure suspicious when they leave. And they didn't go to the vigil. They didn't go, Maribel. Richard's in the house. Thank you. Yes, George, welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. God bless you. We're covering the story of Emmanuel. She was abducted, Maribel, at the Big 5. And at the Big 5, actually what I'm going to do is get rid of my big nose and my face. You don't need to see me. I'm going to get out of the way here and just talk. And this beautiful baby, it's very difficult to talk about. And the name of Emmanuel Hero, 21 pound. Parents on the run. So bring you up to date. This happened last Thursday at the Big 5. There's sources that going around social media and on here that the mother had the black and blue. The mother, this is the baby, of course. The mother had a black and blue mark. Calls the police. She told the police that somebody came behind her and said, "Hola," once, according to her report. Hola, and knocked out. But the black and blue was knocked out 100% and woken. Hello, Ozzy, God bless you. And woken up and said, I'm calling 911. They abducted my beautiful baby, my 7-month-old baby in California, where there's no video surveillance. Also, to bring everybody up to date and to get out of the way, that's the baby. There's also no other footage and cameras of that. Why? Well, I gave you my perspective. And my perspective is this. The reason why that you don't have, with all our cameras, we all have beautiful cameras on our phones. The reason we don't have any video footage is because nothing happened, right? When you hear a scream, let's say there was somebody for conversation purpose. "Oh, hola," and then you would hear pop, you would hear screaming, you would hear somebody reaction, baby crying, whatever. Babies cry for any little thing, 7 months. You would have seen that. Somebody would have came with a camera, a phone, a video, and showed that, and that would have been handed over to the Sacramento. Was it Sacramento, Maribel? Sacramento Police Department by now. So for me, it's just not adding up. The question I have is, and we'll know, is why? What is wrong with people? Why did this happen? What was the motive? Where's the baby? I'm hoping the baby's alive. Why? Why would something like this take place? And why a Big 5? Well, why Big 5, Maribel? No camera.
She knows no camera.
No camera. She knew there was no camera. I go to the Big 5, which is 3 minutes from my house. Guys, go to Big 5 tomorrow. They have cameras. There wasn't a camera there because whatever. The cameras were broke or they never put up cameras. I'm here as a bad area. That area, I would have cameras.
That's weird.
Yeah, Enid, my source Enid told me it's a bad area. That's another reason I have cameras. That's a little weird too, but very, very sick, sad world sometimes when an own mother, allegedly, or father, or both, or maybe either, can do something like this.
Maybe he did an accident,
Accident.
and maybe he's scared to say it. I don't know.
Could be. Could be. Could be. Well, let's check our poll. Guilty, see, 87% say guilty. Palon just said guilty. So. Yeah, very, very difficult situation. But I think that the police department in Sacramento, they are 3 steps ahead. And hello, Barbara. And I believe they pretty much are just, I wouldn't be surprised with the next 48 hours that they take the father, if not the father and mother, into custody. It's just not adding up at all. And then if you hear them speak, now you don't judge and put somebody behind bars on how they speak, but everything's kind of past tense. Everything was past tense. And for those who are just coming in, we're covering this baby abduction from somebody, or possibly a distant relative did it. Possible the father was involved, the mother was involved, both were involved. Maybe the grandmom was involved. Although I've listened to the grandmother and my little bit of psychology, she showed a lot of emotions and crying, Maribel, the grandmother. So at this point, I just don't know. I would say the grandmother I'm going to rule out right now. But it's just a situation. Yeah, I would say guilty on that. You hear about these other stories. Sometimes you just got to hear more about it. We've heard about these stories before. Taking babies, young adults, a relative, a husband, a wife. Yes, people take husbands too. And you just don't know, right? And then eventually after a week, this here for me is like 99.9 guilt on the mother and the father. Sal, they found surveillance cameras where she was. Yeah, I think, thank you, Crystal, thank you for telling us that. I think they're getting closer on this. Hey Barbara, hope you're doing well. First of all, God bless you and happy Tuesday. I was going to cover another topic tonight, but I had to switch direction on this. I thought this was very important. Baby abduction happened last Thursday, almost a week, guys. Almost a week old now, where it's just not adding up. A baby that weighed about 21 pounds. This beautiful baby here, Barbara. It happened at Big Five. For those who haven't heard about this story. See, this story, I should be on, our news coverage. They should be showing this story, Maribel, twice a day. I mean, this is a baby. And by the way, if these parents allegedly are guilty in anything, shape, form, anything, life in prison. I have zero tolerance on this. But anyhow, back to the story. The mother reported the baby kidnapped. She got hit, punched in the cheekbone. A lot of people are saying that Black and Blue's been there for a while. She states that it was somebody who said hola in Spanish, means hi, of course, for those who don't know. And it was knocked on the cheek and then knocked out unconscious. No other people seen this happen except for Rebecca, who's the mom. And she called the police, and now they've been questioning the father and the mother and the family cars. There was also a limousine that was in that house that we were showing right here too. That's also gone. I don't know what the hell the limousine was doing there. Maybe they had a limousine company or something. Sorry, guys. That was the house there. No trespassing sign, and there's no cars. Now that red car you see there, that's a Nissan, I believe. That's not there anymore. That car is gone. It wasn't stolen, but the mom, Rebecca, and the father, Blake, got in there and drove to the mom's house. The mom of Rebecca. Now, if that car is, I heard for my source, or somebody said it wasn't even at the mother's house anymore. So very, very, very suspicious, Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Yeah, I mean, Bruce, it's certainly, it has to be the family wrapped around it. And she does have a sister, this Rebecca. She has a sister. And by the way, the man, what's the father's name again? Bruce, forget the father's name. I said it a few times. Thank you, Whiskey Tango. Anyhow, the father was charged for crimes in his past that had to do with child misconduct, and other charges. So we'll have to see how this worked out. But I agree with Bruce and a lot of everybody on here. This doesn't add up. It's a story again that allegedly a mom calls in. For what reason they would want to get rid of a beautiful baby like that, I don't know. I do know the sister said that the baby had a lazy eye, and I'm just throwing that out there. I don't.
Cry a lot.
Maribel says maybe they, basically what Maribel's saying, they didn't love the baby. My wife in the background, they didn't love the baby.
He's so cute.
So cute. Yeah.
He's an angel now.
Felony charges from 2018. Hey, thank you for that. Felony, not misdemeanor. I stand corrected. Felony charges. Yeah. If I said misdemeanor, yes, I stand corrected. So, how are these creeps getting out of jail? These men and women who abuse kids. We hear it a lot, right? Teachers, priests, sickos. How do these people ever get out of jail when they do these things? How? Why? Why would they ever? What judge would not sentence them for life? For me, it should be life. Wow, another Casey Anthony again. That's right. Remember that, Maribel? The Casey Anthony, yes. Oh, amen, Mini-Me, yes. Yeah, may God watch over that little angel, yes. And I thought that this was important to take a little bit of a focus on a different direction on this live and just change angles if I could and bring this up. Just sad. Let's see here. Clara says, give the baby up if you don't want him. Yeah, that has to come up in everybody's mind here that, they didn't love that poor baby. I know it had a lazy eye. For me, that's more. I would love my baby gay, straight, lazy eye, whatever. That makes you even love the child more, right, with that. I think, though, Maribel, my wife's in the background. For me, there's other reasons. And I want to be optimistic. I think the baby's alive. I hope. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, Casey Anthony. I couldn't think that was the last one we had. There's been so many of those cases where where these mom and dads end up having a baby and just lose it. Over what? Financially, over what? Have you ever seen Dear Zachary? No, I have not. Yeah, that's another one. Susan Smith. Susan Smith is another one, yes. Deborah says, I've raised my grandchild by myself, and why not Cindy? First of all, Deborah, God bless you. Thank you for sharing that beautiful comment. I salute you. God bless you. And there's lots of other people like you, Deborah, who are raising their grandfathers, raising grandsons and granddaughters. God bless you, Deborah. Crystal says, Terry, I got injured by my wrench. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better, Crystal, on that. And now Anthony works in the justice system, making the sense. Yeah, and so many grandparents out there, like our subscriber in here today, Deborah, and many others who what are you going to do? They jump in because whatever the reason might be. Maybe it was a drug problem. Maybe the mother and father decided they were not fit to be parents, whatever it might be, right? And grandmoms like Deborah and grandfathers and uncles and older sisters jump in. So, yeah, we all know that. I don't understand why a couple in this case, again, it's allegedly. We don't know for sure they did this, right? So, we just don't know for sure. But as of right now, the wording and them speaking to the media and past tense and the photo of the kid missing, not saying the Manuel missing, although Manuel was on the missing report. I never seen that kid missing. That to me was a little odd and a red flag, but it still doesn't make him guilty. But I did a poll on here, and there's 65 votes, and 86% say guilty, and 14% say no. So 14% say no. Yeah. If they couldn't handle the child, then there's like, they could have. They have a grandmom. The grandmom seemed like emotional. Do you think the grandmom's involved too in the chat? Have you guys watched the grandmom's been out there and talked about it? Could the grandmom be involved? I don't know. But yeah, there's other relatives that they could have brought the baby off for a week or a month or a year until they got their stuff situated. But I think there's more to the story. I hit not guilty by mistake. I was trying to see the chat. Oh yeah, it's no problem. Yeah. And if anybody hit not guilty, I don't judge on here. For those who are new, like and subscribe. There's no judging. Hey, there might be somebody out there who think, she's innocent. Hey, right now they are both innocent, right? But not one camera of this happening, not in nighttime, but in the evening hours, don't make sense. Does not make sense. Hello, Debbie. Mustang Mike, how are you? Appreciate it. Let us know if you're new to the channel. Like and subscribe. We like to on this channel. I'm Sal, the host. We like to jump around and cover important headline news, and a story like this. I think anybody has a YouTube channel, whatever they cover, maybe it's a food. I think it's good to get off the niche a little bit, and we had what we need to do is use social media powerful. Everybody should just take a break for half an hour, and cover this story. No, I can't tell anybody what to do, but I encourage anybody who has a YouTube channel to cover this. I wish I would have covered it a couple days ago. I've been on the whole thing with the war, Russia and Ukraine, and but tonight I said no, we're going to cover this. And I know we only have 44 on here, but that's fine. Debbie says who's guilty. Hey Debbie, welcome in the chat. We're going over, if you're new or new to the story, this little baby Emmanuel, I'll put him up there again, was abducted, according to the mom, on last Thursday in California at the Big 5 parking lot. She got hit in the eye, according to her story. Somebody approached her and said, "Hola," which is hi, and we're just going over that. And I put a poll, is she guilty or non-guilty? Because based on a lot of people that are following this story, a lot of things don't add up. The car, they fled, they weren't at the vigil. They're just, the father has a lawyer already. Although that doesn't make him guilty. When the police start putting pressure on you, you get a lawyer. That still doesn't mean he's guilty. But this whole thing doesn't add up. So that's why I put the guilty on there. Thank you. Don't have enough information. Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for almost a week now, and a lot of the news outlets are starting to talk about it, and that's why I'm talking about it. Yes, in California. Crystal, this place, how do you pronounce this? Is it Ukiah, California? Ukiah, Maribel? I don't know, I'm having a hard time pronouncing it. Ukiah, California. Happened on August 14th. Evening hours at Big 5.
Carpenter?
How do you say it?
I don't know.
Not sure how to pronounce it. Ukiah?
Carpenter?
No, I think it's spelled Ukiah, I don't know. But it happened in California at a Big 5 store with no video surveillance. That's it right there. Crystal just put it in. That's how Eucopia. Oh, Eucopia. There it is. That's how you pronounce it. Anyhow, it happened in Eucopia, California. I'm hearing at a not a real comfortable place, if I could say, surrounding area. A lot of crime in that area. What I hear, and I say it right, good. And the mother was knocked out, according to her story, and that's why I put guilty or not guilty, because she's been questioned. But the wording that comes out of her is a lot of past tense from her and her boyfriend, who also had a felony charge for child, not abduction, but misconduct or abuse. So that's what we're covering a little bit tonight. Yeah, very sad story. Any way you look at it, whether the parents had anything to do with it, or just the father, or just the mother, or possibly a distant relative or a grandma. Any way you look at it, it's very sad. And what we have is a baby that's missing almost a week. And, people are sad, very sad in that area. Family sad, I'm sure if allegedly anybody in the immediate family had anything to do with it, it doesn't mean the whole family had something to do with it. But you have this little beautiful baby who's missing with a lazy eye, according to the sister. And just very sad. So thank you everybody for coming in on this Tuesday. Appreciate it. I'm Sal. We've been covering a lot of different angles, different stories. I just wanted to bring this out there for the audience. Appreciate the moderators. I know it's not your normal blast of 3, 4, 5, 1,200 people in here, but that's okay. This was a very important
Oh my God, you put a baby there?
to come out. Yeah, Maribel, that's the baby. That's the baby right there. Yeah,
Everybody
people.
put in the picture?
Well, I want people to know.
Everybody put in the picture?
Why?
Because I see the people cover their face, the baby. Don't put the baby face.
I took the baby face off. Maribel didn't want me to expose the baby on here.
No. Because what I see in the news, he covered the baby, like the face with something.
Hey, Sherry, how are you?
Oh, he's dead?
No, they don't know. At this time, the baby is
He's
still
probably
missing.
dead already, for
We don't know.
Mexico. They crossed the border probably.
We don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy, baby. I don't like that.
Well, I took the baby down.
Yeah.
I thought it was important for people to see the people who don't know the story of the baby. Okay. Pelana, God bless the United States of America. Hold on one second, guys.
Oh, what? The babies, you never show pictures.
Look right here. Look right here.
Yeah.
Huh? Look right here.
Oh, see, he's not dead, it's okay.
Yeah, look right here.
Yeah,
Look right here.
but just put like.
Look at this one. Look.
Yeah.
The sir.
Look at this one.
You can put it.
No?
Well, you can say you see this
Oh.
baby,
Look at this one.
the baby's not dead.
No.
Okay,
Here's another one.
okay. I don't like it.
Now, for the very first time, we are hearing from the attorney representing the father of a baby.
You have a lawyer?
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
Hold on, guys.
Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar, where you can drill deeper into our 9 to 13%.
Now, for the very first time, we are hearing from the attorney representing the father of a baby who vanished from Yucaipa. Authorities say the child's parents have stopped cooperating with investigators.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Let's stop call.
I can't get off the green screen.
It's all green, it's evil.
Maribel, I messed up. What do you want from me? Sorry, guys. I have a little technical problem here.
Lucky you have internet today.
I can't get rid of it. I really, I don't know what I did. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I got some problems here. I'm trying to.
The internet is bad.
It's not the internet. I screwed up here.
Okay, sit down in the
You
chair.
got me all confused here.
Me?
Yeah, and now I got the video. Oh, I don't know what I did.
I can see your face.
Maribel, I doing the best I can. I can't get rid of it, so I'm gonna have to end the. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this live. I have a little problem here with the green screen here. I was trying to remove it. I'll give it one more try here. 1 second here.
No, it's
Yeah, oh. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. I have a little problem here. I was trying to get off this green screen to show you the attorney speaking here. We can listen to it, but I won't be able to. Let me see here. We can listen to it. You're not going to hear.
And Mario Ramirez is live with the latest developments there. Mario.
This morning, I spoke exclusively with the attorney for Emmanuel's father, who tells a different story, saying the couple's been working with investigators, turning over phones, laptops, and passwords, all connected to the desperate search of their baby, who's been missing for nearly a week now.
See, law enforcement is doing anything to find this child.
That message from the attorney representing Emmanuel's father.
He's holed up in his house with
I had
his
to end it.
family because they